Alright, well, let's try this experiment again with smaller contacts. So I've got a mixture of brass and copper in here, but these are all very small. You can see the base metal is extremely thin. So this is where I think this method is going to be more successful. So I'm going to heat these up just to incinerate them. And then we'll go ahead and make our solution. So I got that cooling down. We're on the last little bit of distilled water. So that's all she's gonna get. I got more coming tomorrow. I haven't gone to the store yet. I know, I'm slacking. I am slacking. All right. And citric acid. All right. One, two. I'm gonna go right with 4, 3, 4. Salt. 1, 2. Look at that. It's a good thing we don't have to count very high doing this stuff, huh? Throwing stuff around here. And a little bit of peroxide. Go ahead and stir this around a little bit. Clearing up a little bit. I have to top it off a little bit more. I should have grabbed a bigger beaker, but I got silver cementing out in my 500, so this is where we're at. That's clearing up. There we go. Keep this one out specifically for that. Alright. Clean up my workstation a little bit. Alright. And I think the contacts will be cool enough now, so I'm gonna go grab those quick. Alright, and in they go. See if we get any cool reactions right off the bat. We got a little blue down there. Some bubbling. Cool. Alright. this right over here. No heat, just air bubbles. And I'll try to put the air right on top of the contacts. So we got some over here. I think there's a couple floaters, but that's okay. There we go. Right down there. Alright, let's check this bad boy out here. Alright. So there's a little left. Quite a bit of these have dissolved everything out. Nice clean one. There's another nice clean one right there. I think I see some copper on the bottom of that. Just a little bit on the back side. I think it's worth doing another one. But we don't have the salts on the bottom yet, so I'm not sure if it's done yet. So I'm gonna go in here and let that sit for another day, and we'll check back on it tomorrow. Alright, so I think I'm gonna top this up with a little more hydrogen peroxide. So I'm gonna go in and dump some of this out in the beaker and make some room and then fill back up. Might have poured a little too much solution out. We're going to do a top off quick. Not a whole lot. 1 scoop of citric. Half a tablespoon of salt. Alright, I know that's going to take care of the rest of this. No problem. But they're looking good. This is definitely the better way to go for these contacts. For this solution anyway. I'm going to spread them out a little bit. There we go. Now I know definitely tomorrow they'll be clean. Alright, so let's check these out. I just got them rinsed off. A couple of them I'm in there still. Alright, I think that's all. Oop, let's get a better view here. Go ahead and dry them off a little bit. So that worked out really well for these thin ones anyway. Probably could use a little more, but yeah, go ahead and check this out. Nice clean contacts there. There's a couple of them yet that still have a little copper on them. But I'd say 90% of these are good. This is another one. Sweet. I don't know if I'm going to try to get rid of that last little bit. I might let the nitric take care of that. It's so minimal. You know, we've eliminated a ton of that base metal. So I think this method works really good, especially for these smaller ones. I don't remember if I got a weight on before. I'll get a good measurement here on after, just in case I did. I just went to the dentist. Half my face is numb. So if I sound funny, that would be it. Alright, we gotta come up with a better method. I've chucked 2 of them off the workbench already. And with the size of that, I'm sure that is gone. Yep. Alright. Just like this. Rip a hole right in the paper towel. Let's see here, and all right. I don't think you can see that number. Let me adjust this here. 4.63. So let's say we got 4.5 grams of silver contacts out of this batch. We'll round down because there is a little bit of copper on there. Not much, but I'll definitely be saving those smaller ones for this method. We will get a... I'll try it with the brass ones, because I do want to try that copper anode with the copper, with my pure copper and silver ones. But no, that worked excellent. Both the brass and copper have been dissolved off of there. So these are ready for the next step. I'll go ahead and put the put these in with the other ones, and yeah, we'll get them ready for all that sterling. All right, so we just wrapped that little bit of an experiment up. I mean, we knew it was going to work. We tried it on the bigger contacts, and so I mean, it had to work on the smaller ones, but gives you an example of how much more efficient it is at those smaller ones. So I still plan on doing the brass contacts. I'm going to save those copper ones, but I got the brass ones, and we'll go after that. I'll put a huge bucket. I don't know, not a huge bucket, maybe a gallon bucket. And I'm thinking about like just a piece of Tupperware or something. I'll drill a bunch of little holes in just so that they all can stay, so I don't have to like try to fish them out of a gallon bucket at the end or dump a gallon of that stuff out. So I might just keep it there, you know, maybe tie a couple ropes to, you know, or strings to like a little Tupperware jar. Drill a bunch of like 1/8 inch holes or something in there so we just set it in there and let it sit. You know, maybe mount the air hoses to that rope so that it's right on the contacts themselves. But I mean, it should work. I mean, I wouldn't see why it wouldn't. It's just a bigger scale, and hopefully we can get the amount correct, so it's just like a set and forget. I figure if I put way more citric acid, way more salt, and you know, hydrogen peroxide than necessary, one, I'll be able to, you know, have no problems with having to fill it back up, just kind of let it sit there and do its thing. But back to the Tupperware, if I get to Tupperware, I can get a second batch collecting, you know, and then maybe do two, you know, just set one in there, maybe 2 different colored ropes or something, and you know, the blue is the first one, or the, you know, the oldest batch, and the red is the newest batch, and you know, kind of alternate them, or just keep a log of some sort, or I don't know. Probably don't even necessarily need to keep track of that, because I could pull them up. Oh, still stuff on there. Back in the bin they go. So I think I got something thought up for that. So we'll give that a shot, and that won't be like, that'll be probably just a quick update. I don't know if I'll put that on the end of something, or maybe on one of the Friday videos, just to see how easily, you know, or how efficient it is, I should say. But yeah. So I got contacts are done. So I got a couple of things I could do next, right? I'm not sure if you guys are interested in to see how much yield you get out of those contacts. So I got, I don't know, I think 12 grams, not a whole lot of contacts. I can get it to 10, and then we can do a yield off of those, you know, just boil them in nitric. And then we can see, hey, 10 grams of contacts, we'll get this much silver out of them. Because I imagine they're pretty low. Well, I can't say low, but you know, 50 to 80%. That would be my guess. Because I know these ones aren't plated; they're actual all the way through. Unlike breaker ones, you know, 90% of the breaker ones are just tungsten coated in silver. Pretty thick silver plate, but silver plate nonetheless. Or we could go back to some gold. Now, I just ordered a couple more things, won a couple more auctions on gold. I could get back into that. It'd be fun to do a little more. But like I said, I've been trying to get a decent batch. I'm still, I think, in the single digits of grams of carat scrap. I've been, you know, if I win some, I get it, you know, but I've been just kind of stockpiling it. Because I'd like to eat, I think it would be more interesting if I could get a bigger batch for you guys instead of just doing, you know, a little gram here, a little gram there. But that's up to you. I can run some more of that. That gold bar is still waiting. I'm gonna go get that quick, actually. There we go. The little silver bar. gold bar, little gold bar. Sorry, I was just talking about silver for the last half hour. Got a little over, I think it's a little over 15 grams. I think we made it to a ½ ounce. But we got to get this bad boy to an ounce. And I got a tiny little, I think I got like a 0.3 gram ball. Little just round piece that I got from my my stock pot. And the temporary stock pot. So it looked like there was a lot more in there than there actually was. So I wasn't even gonna melt that into this one yet. But it's nice and shiny. It's not as reflective as I'd want it to be. We still got that refining up too. Sometime. Whenever I get this bad boy to an ounce anyway. Oh man, we got thunderstorms all day today. I don't know where it's like by you guys, but yeah, it's been pouring. I mean, we needed it. It's bad. It was really dry around here, so the grass was like turning brown, and farmers are happy, I can tell you that. But yeah, so don't forget about Friday's video. I've gotten a couple of pictures, actually some really cool ones. Actually, there's another scrapper out there that was in the automotive field for automatic starts, and he's got quite a bit. If he wants to show that off in the Friday's video, there's I think you guys would like that too. Anyways, if you want to be part of that Friday video, please give me those pictures and or videos, and we'll get that in there for you. All right. I want to start making the video tomorrow, and yeah, get you in there. All right. Well, anyways, thanks for watching. Shoot me a comment on the bottom here, whatever you want me to do next. If you're sick of the contacts, we can go to something else. Otherwise, I got the gold, like I said, and I have that big batch of silver, which I got, I think 54 more grams. Not a whole bunch, but coming. It was a cheap little bid that I actually won. I was kind of shocked. So shipping got me though. It was like 10 bucks. I'm like, son of a. But yeah, what I want to do with that is I actually want to melt that into shot. So before I go to dissolve that in nitric, instead of having those solid pieces, because I don't know, I kind of want to see how much more efficient it is. Not that it utilizes any less nitric, but more so for time. If it works faster, sign me up. And we got the new furnace, so we got to break that into, right? Because I got to get my SilverStoll back up and running. Got to get that SilverStoll back up and running. But we got to get that kilo first. So, all right. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.